everybody of minority. Yeah, like anybody minority, I don't target, but I know where I need to start though, and that's where I say where I needed to start. I mean, it's not nothing positive. Right. That's like that was the start for
that
me.
That was like a part of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and shit, I had another point, but I forgot about it.
I just say this, just to add on to this whole conversation. COINTELPRO played a lot of roles and a lot of, as you saw with Fred Hampton, J. Edgar Hoover, when he put out that Law and Order, all of that played a role with a lot of our dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? When they started putting guns in our community, putting drugs in our community, start putting us against each other. You know what I'm saying? It was police killing the Crip and then putting a flag over there, or killing the Blood, putting a flag over there, and like now we in war with each other. So it's just about reading. This is what I was reading back then. You know, when I told you, like, what opened my eyes to understand, like, banging on colors definitely wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? But this is all good right here. This is good conversation, and it should be definitely more of these conversations, especially in our backyards. You know what I mean? In our home front. You know.
I know this. I would love to keep us going, but I also want to think about 12:30. I know we're going to wrap up soon, so I want to kind of get us to a place where we can kind of get some wrap up conversations going, and think about how we can stay connected. But I would say from all of this, really, the reason why we do healing circles like this, the reason why we do certain kind of youth development and organizing with our young people who build with us, it's really responding to what A-Rock said, a historical force of how our relationships have been harmed, how they have killed our movements to be free, how they have killed our elders, and how they keep punishing us and locking us up and making profit off. And how we have been in the individual race the last 30, 40, 50 years and not really knowing that what's going on. And part of our pedagogy, and part of what we do, is really trying to respond to the ways white supremacy, colonization, sexism, homophobia, being taken away from land. You know, we spent so many years upstate in prison around land, but we in cages. And when we out here, we on a block in the concrete. But if they shut down the corner store, we can't even get food no more, son. So if they shut down the store, then we talking about I know Pop said you ready to go to war, you gotta get your money right, son. If we was to try to go to war, though, when they shut down the supermarket, we can't even eat, son. They'll starve us out. We ain't even ready, they cut the lights out, we can't even survive in the night. We don't even know the rivers no more. We don't know the jungle no more. We don't know our own, we don't know the sky no more. We don't know how to read the night, how to read the stars. We've been learning the urban jungle, and we got the urban jungle, but that's not all we need to survive. That's not all that keeps us healthy either. So yeah, man. So part of the work, and then the institutions in society that's built to help us, like the criminal justice system, Department of Education, Department of Health, immigration, transportation. These things create more harm in our life. When you think about school, like I was talking about, that shit create more trauma in our life. When you think about the criminal justice system that's supposed to be making our society safe, it actually creates more harm in our life. When you think about unemployment, and we think about employment, in our families, and our mothers, and our aunts, and our cousins who got jobs, those things actually create more harm in our life. When we think about who got health care, what our health care look like, that should be harmful. So we lean on our legacy and our ancestors and our culture to really create spaces that we can hear and that we can tell our story that connect to other stories in the past, and connect to other stories in the future to help us know who we are again, to help us know what our peoples look like and what they go through again, to reconnect us to blackness, to reconnect us to a history that we don't remember what it felt like, what our ancestors went through, so that we can remember what movements looked like and what they stood for and what they sacrificed. And what we can remember, like what our big homies and what some of the homies sacrifice, and what's your role in that? What's your responsibility? Where you got to pick up at? You know, we connect to those stories of old legacies, of old movements to sustain and create new movements and new legacies. I heard y'all talk about we got to be the next wave. We got to do what our elders didn't give us. We got to give something different. And you only get that by learning how they fucked up. You could judge them, but they were struggling too. You know, like they was going through their shit, so we could judge them and be mad at them, or we could say like, yo, you didn't give us enough, you gave us some good things, let's build on that, son.